Yeah, my phone died after making the video towards the end. So I didn't get to finish my rant / awareness video. This one's gonna have a trigger warning as well, because I did say that we were gonna talk about seasonal depression and the S word because people keep making jokes and memes about it. And I'm going to try to spread enough awareness and enough information that I can gather. So hopefully if people do see this, there's no more jokes, which I doubt. Okay, so there will be a lot of depression talk, seasonal depression talk and stuff, and the S word talk. So if you do get triggered by that easily, I wouldn't continue watching the video unless you want to. That's your choice, but I'm just going to go ahead and give a trigger warning just in case a lot of people are more sensitive to this type of topic. But here we go. So no one really knows that much, but I do go through some things. One of the things that I was diagnosed with, there's NAT, is MDD, Manic Depressive Disorder. I was diagnosed with it when I was 13 because I was forced to go to a therapist. And it sprouts out of nowhere. Where I'm going with this is that I do deal with seasonal depression, but I also have to deal with MDD. So for me, having to come across jokes about seasonal depression kind of irks me a little bit because I don't think that it's funny. I don't think the people that have to go through seasonal depression is funny. And what people don't realize is that it's called seasonal depression, which means it's seasonal. Summer, spring, fall, and winter. It's not just fall and winter. People think that it is. Some people think that it is. It isn't. It goes on all 4 seasons. Y'all are making jokes about something that is already serious enough. Having to deal with it seasonally, depending on whichever season it is, especially the summertime, is kind of worse in a way. Because, it's kind of summer. You want to have fun with your friends and your family and go on vacation and stuff. And, it's hard for you to do that because, that's kicked in and you can't really get out of bed that much, or just, you're out of it. Along with that is that we all know that with any type of depression, in my opinion, I don't think that all types, but it can come with a lot of costly thoughts that people have to go through, and that's not fun. Fall and winter is kind of the same thing to my extent. You want to, drink hot cocoa and have fun, put up Christmas decorations during the winter, whenever December's hitting the corner and stuff. But for people that do have to deal with seasonal depression, it's kind of hard to enjoy a lot of things. You kind of have to find a distraction or just lay in bed. Or just do what you have to and stuff. I don't know why people like to make jokes about that kind of stuff. I don't think that it's funny. There are 50% of people that do think it's funny because dark humor. But the other 50% of people don't think it's funny. I'm one of the 50% of people that don't think it's funny. Just like some of you. See, because there are memes about it, there are video jokes about it and stuff, and I just don't think that's funny, because there are people that when they do go through seasonal depression, it can be mild, it can be moderate, and in most cases it can be really severe. I currently, no one can tell, but I am I'm starting to go through it. I'm not joking about it. I'm not making memes about it. As a matter of fact, I stay cooped up in this room with my thoughts. That isn't fun. I stay in my bed crying. that is also not fun. So why make a joke about something that's serious? I don't know. I'm not the 50% of people that's into dark humor. I think dark humor, in my opinion, is stupid and unnecessary, and that it shouldn't exist. I know people like to cope different ways, but I just feel like dark humor is speaking for everyone, and it's not. But I mean, what people don't realize is that when they make jokes like that and someone comes across it, it can set them back. You know, like if they're going through seasonal depression, like, no, I gotta get out of this. I need to try to cope a little bit better so I can make myself emotionally, mentally feel at least a little bit of okay to do some things. Maybe go out with my friends or go out to dinner with my parents. Maybe clean up the house a little bit. Or go on my phone and just scroll through social media. But if a person is doing that and they do happen to find one of those videos, it can trigger them and set them back to what they were trying to do in the first place. And it can trigger their seasonal depression worse because it's being joked about and not taken seriously. And that can be hurtful. It's not something that anyone should find funny, really, because we all know what the cost is if you have really bad depression or you get set back. I don't think that's funny. I think it's actually quite devastating, and I feel bad for a lot of people that have to go through it because no one deserves to go through any mental problems whatsoever in general, let alone depression. Because, I mean, it sucks. It really does. It takes a toll on not just your physical health, but your mental health and your emotional health and your mindset to the point where you can't concentrate or do anything. And I don't know why people joke about it. Trigger warning again, here's where the S word comes in. And I might say the full word, I might just say S word because I do get triggered by it a little bit easily, but I do want to spread enough awareness as I can for people because I want this to stop. I don't want people to see videos like that and get set back or relapse on whatever it is that they used to do to cope, because I do want them to get better. What comes with seasonal depression is occasional overthinking. It is annoying. And no one can really control it, to be honest. It comes, you're having a good day and it comes out of nowhere. But the problem is like, there are also suicide jokes. I don't know why people are joking about something that is so serious. I think it's stupid to joke about something that, like, thousands of teens and children and young adults and even full-grown adults have passed away from for various reasons. So many reasons that even I can't describe. But people are joking about it. Like, there's this one video of, oh, my friend texts me, goodbye, I love you and I'll miss you forever, and yeah. I kind of have a problem with that. Because, I mean, there are people that have had several attempts or people that have succeeded, and it's very, very serious. And it's heartbreaking. But it's even worse when people joke about it. And it makes it even all the more worse because nowadays there's a more suicide ratings, especially in the USA. And I feel like that if people come across videos like that, it can trigger them to the point where they'll probably attempt it because they see now that something that those kinds of thoughts that they're going through is being joked about and not taken seriously enough, to the point where they feel like it would trigger them so bad they feel like they would have to, because, like, oh, it's being joked about, so no one would really care if I was gone. Because dark humor is a thing. I'm not trying to trigger anyone or upset anyone or just anything like that. I'm just trying to set enough awareness and hopefully get through people's minds that when you joke about serious topics like this, no. No. Because I can't, it's bad enough I have to, like, see, I'm also close to just deleting social media except for YouTube, because I do like music, and I do like making videos for you guys. But, like, I can't keep social media if they're, like, the main dark humor is anything mental health related. Either about depression, self-harm, EDs, you name it, it's there. And I don't know why people would joke about stuff that is very serious, that people have to go through every day, on a daily basis. Maybe even not that much, but they still have to go through it. Like, but I mean, besides those mental health problems in general, then say the number one that is more serious and heartbreaking is suicide, because families and friends lose that person for whatever it is they went through and why they had to do it. And for people to just sit there and joke about it in general, whether it's thoughts or whatever, it's just not, it's simply not okay. I think it's very wrong to joke about something that's very serious and devastating that happens almost every day of each second. So to post memes about it, to joke about it, is ridiculous. And for the people out there that stand up to other people about that, and those people respond and give backlash, just because you have those thoughts does not mean you get to make a joke about it and post it on the internet to encourage more suicide jokes and put the other 50% of people in possible danger. That is not okay to me. Again, it's wrong, because making any mental health jokes, dark jokes, are quite risky and very serious. And the fact that people nowadays don't even care, or that don't realize it, need to try to at least wake up a little bit to understand that dealing with that kind of stuff is not easy, let alone having to scroll on social media and come across videos or posts like that. So, I'm glad I got that out of the way. If y'all do want to recommend like ASMR so I can go ahead and take a break on the awareness videos for a little bit, that's fine. But I'm just throwing it out there that, like, making jokes like that is not okay, and it's a very serious thing. So please, by all means, if you do want to make a joke, just try to at least be super cautious and careful, and try to have your mindset for other people that do go through those problems and not just you. Okay?